if you're anything like me, you're trying to figure out what the heck happened in markets and why did my trade not work out how I thought it would. If that's you, don't worry, I'm in the same boat and you're in the right place. Because in this video, we will be going over a few of my trades from the past week, and I hope that they help you not make the same mistakes I did. I love trading support and resistance, and I like to try and catch breakout trades. It's your favorite investor, and this is the channel to help keep you invested and build your wealth. Now, before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can stay up to date with what I have been trading lately and for videos on dividend investing. Now let's start with the trade that I took. You guys can see up on the screen SOXX, which is the semiconductor ETF. I wanted to play this, and I'm actually going to bring all of my stuff back on there, but for the most part you can see that this has now been trading in a range, and now it has finally broke out. I'm making this video on Monday night, so this is after market close. The current price is $537.35. So let's talk about the trade that I took. So I saw this range that we were in, and I see this spot here at 515. I believe that this is going to be kind of like our resistance zone. This is a spot where we rejected from a couple of times, and if you guys are new to the channel, you know that I like to spot support and resistance by looking for areas where price has rejected or just reacted from. So in this moment, I'm looking for a reaction, and I thought that I had got it. So let's zoom in a little bit, and you can see this green candle right here. Price had attempted to push higher and it couldn't go. All right, we ended up getting an inside bar, a rejection bar, and that was where I kind of saw price consolidate for a little bit. We stayed in that range for about 4 or 5 days, and then we ended up getting a breakdown candle to the downside, closing below the 7 EMA. Now the issue with this candle is that you can see it was an indecision candle. I kind of took this trade before market closed. Just a disclaimer, I am a swing trader, so most of the times I'm looking at these charts when market is closed. So the fact that I didn't wait for this to actually show me a nice bearish candle to the downside and it gave me this indecision doji was kind of almost like a red flag, because yes, it did close below the 7 EMA, but this is not the candle that I want to see that's showing me price action to the downside. But let's dive in a little further because it gets even worse. So I stayed in the trade even though we got that. The next day we gapped up, got the huge momentum to the upside, and price couldn't hold up, and we ended up getting that hammer basically. So in my favor, it actually was telling me, hey, price is going to continue to come down. My issue was I didn't take profits at this candle, I didn't take profits at this candle, I didn't take profits at that candle. I continued to hold because I felt like it was going to come down into at least 497. I really felt like it could come down to 494. It ended up coming down and touched, basically kind of retested this zone over here where the gap had opened up on that opening day. So it came down to about $503, and at that point I really should have been looking to take profits. We ended up getting the reversal candle here, a nice bearish engulfing candle, and then from here price just continued to skyrocket. I actually ended up getting out of the trade a little bit early because I was like, yo, most of the times when I enter these like breakout trades from these consolidation zones, usually price just likes to really react from those areas. It doesn't really hang around there any too much because it has already been consolidating in that area. So I'm already looking for price to really just catch a bid and bounce really quick, and I wasn't able to get that on this trade. And you guys can see I made the right decision by getting out early, because if not, I would have gotten completely smoked on this trade. I've told you guys before, I usually trade the triple leverage funds, so I wasn't SOXL on this specific trade, but I was shorting stocks. I felt like we were, we had been ready for a while. I felt like it was due for a pullback. This was the little mini pullback that we got, a little rejection, and price just continued to rocket from there. So I ended up getting, toasted on this trade. I had told you guys in one of the videos I was looking to short semiconductors. I felt like they were a bit overextended, and I actually took the trade as well on the Nasdaq 100, and pretty much the same concept. The only issue here is that I never got a close below the consolidation zone, so I was really looking for price to actually close below this purple box here, and I never got that. We did get a move to the downside, but again, I was just reaching a little bit too far. If my take profit levels were probably a little bit better, I probably would have actually made a nice little profit on this trade. But anyways, I got toasted on both of these trades. And next time I will be looking to just make sure that I'm getting my proper closes outside of my drawn up areas, so that I don't get trapped in the trades like these where I can't really catch a full move. Like one of these moves down here, let me show you guys when, like this little consolidation area right here, right? We've got all of this kind of like price action here, and at this point, let's say we mark it down like that. So at this point, once we break out of that zone to the upside with that nice bullish candle, even over here, you actually can like trail the EMA 7, which is one of the things that I kind of like to do if I'm able to catch some of these moves. But like I said, on this specific situation, it was just tough because I really thought we were gonna get a better bounce. I mean, a better rejection here, but the market is just overly bullish, and I mean, that's what they say, right? Don't go trying to short a bullish market, because a lot of the times it's not gonna work. So better off being long. And yeah, I mean, pretty much the cues, I believe they're going to continue to run now. I haven't really set target profits on them. I'm not in the trade at them currently, but I know that there is a lot of overhead resistance, so possibly around 400, 399. So if you guys are looking for some swing trades, you might be able to get them, but I wouldn't be holding them too long. But I have moved on to other things. Not really gonna discuss them on video, but if you guys want to make sure that you don't miss any of the trades that I have been in lately, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of the future content or any of my videos on dividend investing. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Be sure to check out the link in the description. I post trade setup on Twitter, and I also have a dividend calculator to help plan your investment goals. So you know, even though I do speculate on the markets and I try to make some of these plays, I am making sure that I am investing in long-term equities. So that's how I plan on building my wealth. So, but as always, thank you guys for watching. Don't do anything I want to do. It's your favorite investor, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.